Anyway, let's go ahead and get to the next video, Dono, all right? The next video, Dono, was requested by Ghost Trans-Pacific Waifu. And, dude, shut up! I don't patronize Reddit. I mean, that's fucking like Wall Street Bets bullshit. I don't do that shit, man. All right, I'm just trying to tell people, if you're going to go out there and you're going to troll and do some IRL content, that was a very innocent way to be able to conduct an IRL troll by just, taking advantage of people's low impulse control. All right, Ghost Trans-Pacific Waifu said, now that we are officially recognized, now that you were officially recognized as the leader of the anime right, because Melon Pan liked to fucking... I don't want to talk about it. It's time for some anime for this Sunday night anime show. Come on, Ghost Trans-Pacific Waifu. This better not be fucking anime. I'm not even fucking joking, dude. What is this? Oh, thank God. All right, thank God. You almost got me. You almost got me. It's bad enough that you have Melon Pan liking a fucking tweet referencing me. But let's go ahead and hook it up. Once again, Ghost Trans-Pacific Waifu hooking it up with a little bit of campus reform. Students are so proud of Kamala Harris for, well, they don't know. Yeah, no shit. Fucking idiots. And remember, these people are in college. When you're listening to these idiot responses...
I'm Ophelia Jacobson with Campus
Reform.
They're
in college.
A recent poll came out that shows that 48% of Americans disapprove of the job that Kamala Harris is doing in office right now. We're here in Georgetown today to talk with students about Kamala Harris. Do they approve of the job she's doing? And if yes, can they name any specific accomplishments or policies that they're especially proud of? Let's find out. I want to get your thoughts on our Vice President, Kamala Harris.
God.
What do you think of her? Is she doing a good job in office?
Yeah, I think so. I really like her.
Put a bra on, baby.
Inspiring to see our first, woman vice president.
I do love having a woman, person of color,
what's up with this fashion sense? Where the hell are they at again?
And I think she's a great representation. I feel like definitely it's amazing to have a woman vice president, and we're making great headway with that. And she's definitely
a girl boss.
I think she's doing
great.
Where
the
History
fuck?
on crime, I disagree with, but she seems to be reforming
at?
that opinion, at least to some degree.
I think that she's never really been dedicated to caring about the communities she's a part of. Promotes incarceration, promotes policing, is more dedicated to upholding
yeah, this one is understanding of her past.
So you think we should take down the prison system?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think she's doing a pretty solid job.
I really do agree with a lot of the policies she's been putting out, and I think she's a great vice president.
What policies specifically do you agree with?
Yeah. That's right, you skank. Spit it out. And you see,
some?
pause this. This is what I can't stand about broads. When you corner them in a situation where they clearly don't know what the fuck they're talking about, they do the same shit. This is what Kamala Harris does. When Kamala Harris is given a question she knows nothing about, she cackles and goes, I can't stand that about broads, dude. And look at this bitch. She's looking around like, oh, I don't really know either.
Maybe I don't know what her policies are. Maybe you can just cut that part out.
Can you name any specific accomplishments that you're super proud of?
Besides her being the first on so many different forums, that would be my first thing. Off the top of my head, I can't think of many of them.
Of course you can.
No, and that's exactly what I mean. That's probably shamefully my party partisanship showing through to some degree.
No shit,
I can't
Sherlock.
really, to be totally honest.
Oh my
what I really
God,
like is that
no.
she does kind of give the nation a positive face, being the first woman president.
Did you see that? This bitch can't name one thing Kamala Harris does, but she gives a positive face. What face is that exactly, you dumb, stupid fucking muff diver?
President.
No, honestly, I don't really keep up with politics.
Great.
On social media, I've seen that she does great posts.
You know what? If you don't keep up with politics, then stay the fuck out of it and keep fucking partying and doing whatever the fuck you're doing. All right? Don't go out and vote. Just sit around, hang out, hang your fucking A-cuppers out of your fucking shirt and just shut the fuck up and do whatever you do. Get the fuck out of politics, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Can you name any specific accomplishments that she's had since she's taken office?
No, not any specific ones particularly, no.
So what do you like about her?
Just I think she's doing a good job.
What specifically do you like about her?
I think she has a...
How do you think she's handling the border?
I have no clue on that.
Yeah, I have no clue on that. Yeah, by the way, Biden, like I said when she first was given the border issue, Biden handed her a live hand grenade of the border issue, and guess what she's done? She's done nothing. I mean, you would think that, hey, you know what? I should start building my political clout. I should start, getting some meetings done with some of these people that are experts on the subject and see if I can do something, because she has total control and total authority on whatever's going on at the border, and she does nothing. She's not doing anything. She does nothing.
Not well. I think that we need complete reform at the border, and that's not happening from her, which is surprising.
From what I have heard, the conditions there at the border are not the best.
She needs to control the border, yeah.
I say let them cross the border. But that's just
my God. Give me a
Well,
break.
with that one, I would definitely say that she should be monitoring.
Dude, she was given complete and total authority by Biden over the border. And she's done absolutely nothing about it. She's completely in charge of the border situation. I mean, she has the authority to do anything. She could mobilize she could do anything right now. She has the border in her authority, and she does nothing. That's why I'm glad that these dumbasses are like, oh, well, I don't know, the border.
Monitoring it a little bit more closely.
I want to get your reaction to a few statistics that came out. 48% of Americans say they disapprove of the job that Kamala Harris is doing in office, and that's the lowest rating of a vice president since the 1970s. What's your reaction to this?
My first thought is, I wonder, it's interesting that the first kind of woman and person of color is getting the low ratings.
Let's go back to the woman and person of color bullshit. Bitch, she's not doing anything. I mean, doesn't this show that, choosing someone based upon a woman or based on a gender, race, or whatever doesn't work? And that qualifications are probably the most focal on any kind of agenda when applying for these positions? I mean, and it doesn't matter what race, what gender, whatever they are, if they're qualified. I mean, do you hear this, bitch? I think it's funny that the first woman... This is why I'm telling you all right now that, look, I think women should, they can be capitalists because capitalism doesn't lie. You either make the money or you don't. You either make the money and then parlay that money to make more money. You either invest the money. You understand? You have to make decisions to be a capitalist and continue to be a capitalist. So I champion any broad, and I congratulate and appreciate any broad that's out there that's a capitalist. But folks, I refuse, absolutely refuse, to vote or even acknowledge or appreciate any woman leader in politics. I mean, women leadership in politics is something that needs to be completely just out of the brain of average, everyday American people. How many more examples of women leadership that has destroyed countries do we have to see before we realize that woman leadership is not the way to go? You know that the reason Australia is in such dire straits because of the so-called lockdowns, and they now have unvaccinated camps, and the reason they're doing all this is, why don't you count how many women are in their parliament? The majority of the people that are in parliament are women. This is what women do. When they get into positions of power, they're not out to be like, what about my legacy? I have to make this balancing act of pursuing my personal endeavors power-wise, and at the same time making it comfortable or at least good enough for the people to justify my leadership. These women don't do that. They're like, I'm the leader, so you have to do what I say. And I can't stand it. I don't give a shit. I mean, and by the way, most women are incompetent pieces of shit. I'm sorry. I know people, I'm sorry. It just has to be said. Most women are incompetent pieces of fucking shit. You know what a good example of this is? Take a look at our government. Take a look at our government right now. You've got on the left the Squad, which are AOC, Tlaib, Rashidi, whatever the fuck her name is, Tlaib, Ilhan Omar. You got the Squad over there. Every one of them, whenever they're on a one-on-one interview with somebody that's asking them serious questions, they are complete word salad. Complete word salad. And guess what? We have them on the right too. Take a look at that fucking Boebert and Marjorie Green, whatever the fuck her name is. These two bitches are no different than those cunts on the left. And they're making a fool out of the right. They're making a fool out of us, and they don't know when to shut the fuck up. Boebert and Marjorie Green, those bitches need to shut the fuck up, but they don't do it. They're no different than the Squad. They try to say the most try-hard things so that they could be put in the paper, so they could have articles written about them, so they could be on mainstream media. That's all they are. So I'm sorry if people are out here that are, upset about me saying this. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Anyway, play the rest of this.
Opposed to all the white men that I haven't loved in the past.
I mean, again, she's a woman and of color, so it's like probably a little bit of a skew. I'm not super surprised about that, knowing the racism and, misogyny in this country that is very prevalent still today.
They're probably
hold on, put that back. Put this back.
Still today.
This bitch is talking about misogyny, and look, her fucking dress is like 3 inches away from her snatch. Get the fucking cunt. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up and get in a goddamn kitchen where you stupid bitches belong.
I think they're probably targeting her because they hate women.
It's possibly the way that her party has been selling her alongside the social issues. They've been selling her alongside intersectional lines when in reality they should be selling her based off of her policy and herself as a politician. I wouldn't doubt that there
I'm sorry
are a
that
lot
I'm
of
going
people
off
who disapprove
keister.
of
I'm
that
sorry.
or just disapprove of her
I'm sorry.
because of frustration with how she's been sold so far.
All right, go fuck yourselves. I'm sorry, dude. Look, somebody has to say this, dude, and I'm not afraid to say it. I don't really care. Take a whiff of that if you think that you're offended by it. I don't really care, dude. I'll be honest with you. Women just do not belong in leadership positions. I'm sorry. I don't really give a shit. I don't want women in leadership positions. I will never vote for a fucking woman. I will never vote for a woman. I'm sorry. And look, for every woman that is a good leader, it's such a minute amount that it isn't even worth acknowledging. I mean, I'm sorry. All right, where are we at? Anyway, that was Ghost Trans-Pacific Waifu with that video. All right, I thought it was some waifu fucking, anime stuff. But anyway, and by the way, Mark, you're absolutely right. Look at the bitch who's running New Zealand. I hate that fucking horse-faced cunt. You know something? When she was first elected or nominated or put in the position of prime minister, you know what the first thing she did? She's like, you know what? I'm the prime minister now. I'm going to get me knocked up now. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get me knocked up and get myself pregnant. She gets pregnant as soon as she is put in the position of prime ministership. I'm not even joking around. So, by the way, the bitch from New Zealand is a fucking piece of trash, and she's a perfect example of why women should not be in charge of anything. You know what? I just got elected prime minister. I'm gonna go get myself knocked up. Fucking dumb bitch.